My name is Young Kang. I am a Korean American from New York. I'm a serial entrepreneur who has lived in Singapore for about 6 years. What is a startup? A startup, I guess, is it's I guess a group of people who come together to solve a real problem. And hopefully you have a solution or one potential solution to that problem. And you work together to figure out a product or service to meet that problem, to solve that problem. And hopefully you have clients who are willing to pay you some money for that. And so a startup is, I guess, a group of people who come together around this idea to found a business. Well, I guess the first time I became a founder, I quit my job. And then I thought about what kind of business I wanted to start. And I had some people to coach and mentor me, to help me to refine my ideas. And then I set up a company. I think that there are soft skills and hard skills. So I think on the technical skills, you may not have all the technical skills that you need. You know, if you're starting a tech company, for example, you might need engineering skills, you need skills in sales and business development and marketing and digital media. So you need a lot of technical skills. It's impossible for anyone to have all of them. So as a founder, you need to know what skills you have and what skills are required to build your company. So that's most important. For example, I have a fantastic CTO who's my co-founder. He knows everything on product and engineering. I am not an engineering person. My strengths are in strategy, business development, human-centered design. So I get that stuff. I know how to build a company. And he knows the product, right? So you need complementary skills. So I think the founder needs to understand what is required. I think on the soft skill side, which is harder, I think it starts with character, but I think a founder needs humility. You know, it needs to know what you don't know and to be able to admit when you're wrong. So I think that's really important. I think you need to know how to learn and to be open to learning, because every single day is a new learning opportunity. So all failures are learning opportunities. And you will make lots of mistakes as a founder, and that's totally fine. You know, if you don't make a mistake, then either you have very, very low self-awareness or you're not pushing yourself hard enough. Oh, I think it's critical. I mean, one of my values, I think, in terms of my life, I think generosity comes in so many different shapes and forms. It's not just about money and resources, which is important, but about time, about generosity of spirit, about giving space to people. I think it's absolutely critical as a mindset and actually just a way of living. You know, especially as a startup, we have, you know, I think startups and tech CEOs especially, we have a unique ability to really change the world, at least in this season of life where technology and digitization of the world is happening. We influence every part of society. And so if we can do it in a way that is really values-based, wow, huge. So I think we have an obligation to have a point of view on these things. Oh, everything is hard. I think startups are hard work. You don't know what you don't know. So what happens as a startup is you try to have like this nice plan. Forget the plan. Your plan will never happen. So the idea is that as a startup, you're trying to predict the future, but you can't. So you're trying to adapt yourself to changing new markets, new customer needs, new competitors. All these things are happening all at the same time. So you have to constantly adapt and learn, adapt and learn, adapt and learn. People call it pivoting, right? So the whole idea is that you need to constantly be able to do that and then know when enough is enough. And there's no right answer for this. So there's no handbook. And so I think part of the challenge of being a startup is that there's no formula, there's no step-by-step guide you can take. You just have to go do it and learn, make mistakes, fall, pick yourself up again, keep going again, and at some point decide, okay, do I have something real here? But also have the wisdom to know, you know what, maybe I don't. And this is time to change my mind, change ideas, kill my startup and go to something else. So I think that takes a lot of awareness, a lot of courage, a lot of wisdom and judgment. And the beauty of it is that no one really knows whether you have it or not until after the fact, right? So I think in the meantime, you got to enjoy the journey because it's hard. It's hard work.